cycling season, the Primavera Classica. This is a special race, if ever there was one. 300 kilometers, and very often you have to wait for the final 30 kilometers to see the scenario unfold.
But yeah, we want to...
Pressa and Poggio climbs, the punchers and their teammates
we want to set a high tempo from the start
in order to eliminate the sprinters, whereas the latter hang on desperately in order to take part in...
I don't know why I'm not Modric. He's the one who has a real chance of doing something.
At the heart of San Remo.
But yeah, if we can just set... There's not been a breakaway yet, which is... Is that because we're just at such a decent pace? It's annoying that I can't tell them, like, change guy who's at the front, because he is... They do this thing where they just burn themselves out, and okay. I'm going to set you at tempo 100, and you as... Persist smoothly.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
There we go. We just need to manually manage this instead of auto-managing it, I think. Okay. Now you...
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Okay, we've got 3 of them at the front taking it in turns. And that seems to be doing a decent job. I don't know if they are going to burn out way too early, but... What we can then do is change it over so it's like... These two... And then these two can just like... persist smoothly for a bit.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
And then we can just swap back and forth as much as we can. And then this should leave Modric in a decent position to win at the end. It's probably worth... Okay. You're going to go back to consider smoothly. You're going to drink a feed... And then go back to 100. You're just going to drink a feed, and you're just going to drink a feed.
Okay. I'll consume a feed.
But no, we're just going to set a crazy high pace for this. Why are the persist smoothly guys still suffering? Okay, if I tell you to consume feed, would that be helpful for you? Okay, and now these are going to go back to persist smoothly, persist smoothly, persist smoothly. 100, 100, 100.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
There's no accents. It's only American.
You must constantly try to shelter.
I may have destroyed my whole team before we reach the end, but that just is how it be sometimes.
To edge clear at the end of the race.
I'm hoping that this will, at the very least, help us really speed up the pace of the race. Like, we're not going to do much cycling until the final 30k or something, but okay.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
It's going to slow down for a bit to let our guys recover, and then here we go again on our own.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
And this should hopefully be setting a decent pace. I don't know if this is actually helping, but it feels like it's helping more than... Because if we don't force this speed, it's not going to happen. And the fact that there's been no breakaways is just indicates to me that people outside the peloton, or people inside the peloton just don't have the energy to escape from this. As we go uphill, it is going to get tougher for them. We're obviously playing with a team who are not as good, necessarily. Also, Bahrain Victoria is an interesting one, because in 2020, between 2021 and 2022, they got done, I believe, for doping. I think it was them who got done for doping. I'd have to double check. Okay, now we're gonna switch over. Oh! And set these guys to tempo 100.
Avoid any extreme effort.
I think 100 is even faster than we really need to be going, but yeah, we will sort this out. You, my dude, are going to need to drink a blue shell. A blue shell? A blue gel. No, we've kind of almost entered just management mode. Oh wait, I guess we can just set you to like follow, don't overtire. Instead of there we go. I'll set them to like 90 for a bit instead of 100.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Which is high but not as high, so they should be able to maintain it for longer. And we're nearly at the top of this, of the Giovo, or however you say it. I don't know, don't speak Italian. But everyone's energy is like so much lower than. Okay. Let's add these guys to the relay.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
We have 4 guys at the front doing relay
The first
stuff.
riders are onto the coast. Another
Look how
50
pretty
kilometers
it
of flat road,
is.
and then the race will enter its
Oh,
final
they announced
chapter
the other day
with a
the
sequence of cap
route for this year's Tour de
short
France.
climbs where
And
the
for the
sprint
first
can
time
be
in years,
turned
it's not ending in
towards climbs
Paris.
for the pure
We're not getting a
sprinters.
Champs-Élysées finish. I'll open it up after this one. After this, we're done. We'll check on the Bahrain Victorious doping situation to see if I'm slandering them or not. And then we'll...
The race leaders are entering the final 100 kilometers.
Okay, Caruso, you're gonna blue gel it up because we're about to enter the feed zone.
It's time for a final feed for the front of the race. A little under 40 kilometers.
T-kilometer. So this game feels jankier than the last one. Don't know if that's just me, but... Okay. These guys are going to get back in the relay, and we're just going to have our entire team except for Moderesh at the front. Okay. First one is burnt out. We're gonna...
If the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
We're gonna get these guys to... Well, if they drink their feeds... We're running out of energy on these guys.
Okay, I'll consume
But-
the feed.
Hopefully we'll have the energy to just about make it to the end. We've got the first couple of climbs. I think we are going to
Guys,
start
we're coming to
losing
the first
people
couple. From now on, you'll have to fight to stay
now,
at the front of the peloton.
but
Come on,
Yeah, we're
Here's
starting
the
to lose
second
people,
capo.
but
Capo Cerro.
there's not much we can do about that at this point. Don't overtire, don't overtire. You still have energy left. You still have energy left.
It's a little over 2 kilometers long.
We're probably going to lose some people here. There we are. But it's not about the whole team, it's just about our one guy. So, it'll be very funny in this challenge where it's meant to be harder because we
Here's
only
the
have
steepest
certain
of the 4 capi that the
people
riders will encounter. Capo
that we
Blanco.
actually manage to
The slope
have an
averages
easier
out at
time.
more than 6%.
So yeah,
After this,
we'll actually start
only
riding with
the Cipressa and
moderate
Poggio climbs will remain.
when we get to the next one after this. We'll actually start playing and riding. Just go at 100 for this last little bit.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
It's going to destroy them, but it will help us in the...
Here's the foot of the Cipressa,
Okay.
the final capo.
And now we're at
It's
the
a climb of
Cipressa
over
with
6
a bunch of
kilometers,
energy.
And sometimes riders try their chance from far out.
We can
But
start
in
going.
recent race history, it's never proven to be decisive for final victory.
I'm intrigued about the guy who does voice for this as well. We may be having a little internet corner after this. Okay, let's see if we can just do it.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
We've maintained enough energy that we should be able to just attack all the way to the end now. Or at least do a decent job of it, but... yeah. As long as I make it to the descent and we start some descending.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
No, we have managed to... This is exactly what we wanted to do, I think. If it turns out we've actually been going way slower than last time, very funny. But... And if it turns out I launched my attack too early, then we've learned. I think we can do this again. Although, I don't know if we'll do this exact same one again now. I don't know if that repetition so close together would be particularly interesting. But, maybe we could. I mean, speedrunners who do the same thing over and over again.
Cipressa, there'll be a little over 10 kilometers to the foot
Yeah,
of the
so we get
Poggio,
10 kilometers
the
of
final
flat
difficulty
to the
of the day.
Poggio.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there
Yeah.
for the sprint.
Now we do get to watch me descend terribly and probably lose a bunch of time that we've gained, but who knows? Maybe this is actually how you meant to do it. We'll see.
They're riding hard behind.
Does this look like I'm
This
relaxing,
isn't the moment to
game?
relax.
It seems like we are gaining time. We're getting better at descending. Okay, I'm not gonna go all out yet because we don't have enough energy to do that. But we will sort of maintain this speed ish, and then on the next climb we can do another big acceleration, I suppose. See, now that there's like social competition things in this ones, like that there weren't in 2021, this may encourage me to spend even more time on this game than I have in 2021. I haven't spent masses in 2021, but I've spent more than I should have, probably. Okay, the group behind us look like they're about to catch up. That's fine. We'll let them do that.
Only 5 kilometers before the
It's
foot of the Poggio.
we've got, yeah, we do have to maintain quite a bit more. We just need to be ready to actually win the stage. Okay, let's stick behind them for a bit. Just sort of chill, recover some energy for this last little bit. Unless Laporte intends on going. And then I guess we have to follow. It's not like this is a particularly taxing one, so we do kind of have to keep up with this. Even if it may destroy our energy. This may be a mistake. But there's the 10k flag. And it's only a short climb. We're almost at the foot of the climb. Of this final Poggio, whatever it was called.
The race leaders are onto the Poggio climb. They've got a small lead over the peloton. It's going to be difficult to hold out to the top.
Let's just chug as much juice as we can. We don't have any sprint energy. We're going to have to just recover some of that on the way down. Because we have no other options. But it looks like the group behind us are wasting their... Like... There's probably a word for it. But yeah, they just don't have the energy to... It seems like they don't have the energy to keep me in check. And I should just be able to go hard for the next couple of kilometers and keep them away. We can hope. Especially if I stick to the decent racing lines. Although yeah, not having any sprint juice at all.
A lone rider begins to descend towards San Remo. He's going to have to risk everything in the bends to hold on to his slim advantage.
Yeah, we are going to have to do some silly cornering to do this. But it looks like it's working. Shit. Well, it looks like it was working.
He's accelerating.
Okay, we've regained sprint energy at least.
That's done. The men at the front are at the foot of the descent. They've only got 2 kilometers to go.
It's too early to launch a sprint.
He's accelerating. The red pennant is in sight for the man at the front.
This isn't going to work. We're not going to win
I'm
this.
sure that he'll manage to hold out to the line.
No, we're not going to hold out to the line, but we might be able to get in. We might be able to get in the group where there's like... that whole group should get the same time, at least, even if we didn't win that. Okay. So if we hadn't wasted all of our sprint energy, we maybe would have done better there. But let's see what our time was. So last time was 6:33:04. And I reckon this time will be better. If it's worse, I don't know what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't win. That. 6:20:32. So that puts me in second place on the leaderboard. I'm only a minute and a half behind Delul Rolland. And this is my first ever time doing this. So yeah, next week is Primavera again. But, points per stage multiplied by 2. And then Paris-Nice, by the looks of it. But we were going to check something, weren't we? So yeah, we haven't yet won the Primavera, but... What was I checking? Oh yeah, Tour de France 2023 route. So we want to go to